Very simple information, very easy online application. Many great resources. Here you can sign in using the email address used in your online application. From the moment you have submitted your online application, you have 7 days, once you receive notification from our admissions team that your application has been reviewed and it meets our requirements, then you'll have 7 days to appeal your English and request transfer credit if applicable. And as I said, you can do both of these actions via the self-service portal. Transfer credit application. In regards to transfer credit, this can, as you see here, this is accessed through our online portal where you submit your request and the required documents electronically. Our transfer credit team will process your request and notify you regarding exactly how many credits and which courses can be transferred accordingly. We do not ask for any fees upfront. Once we process your transfer credit, you can then choose which courses you would like to transfer accordingly. We do charge a small $17 evaluation fee per course, only for the ones that you decide to transfer. Okay, now moving to English appeals. Applicants who are non-native English speakers or did not complete their high school education in an institution where the primary language of instruction is English, they are required to provide proof of English proficiency. You can feel free to check our website out for more information on various ways to appeal your English, including having earned a degree from a college or university where the primary language of instruction was English, or other types of score reports and grade requirements. If you cannot provide proof of English proficiency, do not worry. If you are accepted to UPeople, you will be automatically registered to take our English Composition 1 course, which is an introductory English course. If you do decide to appeal, this can be done through the portal. And again, remember, you have 7 days to appeal your English once you are notified that your application meets our requirements to study with us. So just to reiterate, the English appeal and transfer credit process may not apply to everyone. If you do not need to appeal your English or apply for transfer credit, just sit back and relax. You will hear more from the admissions department shortly regarding your acceptance. Okay, what is Foundations Evaluation? Here in Foundations Evaluation, this is where we ask you to submit your supporting documents. While you can submit your supporting documents as soon as you are accepted to the university and receive your admittance letter from us, you do not need to submit them until you begin studying in Foundations. This means we do not require any documents from you before you begin studying in Foundations. Please refer to our admissions calendar offered on our website for deadlines in order to submit these documents accordingly. What documents are required? For those studying in any of our undergraduate degrees, we require proof of high school completion. If you cannot provide this information for any reason, feel free to email your admissions advisor. For those of you planning on studying in our brand new MEd, we require proof of bachelor's completion. And for our MBA applicants, we require proof of bachelor's completion, a recommendation letter, and a resume with 2 years of relevant work experience. These documents need to be sent in English only. In order to demonstrate proof of high school completion or undergraduate completion, you can upload your documents using the Foundations Evaluation app via the self-service portal. If you prefer, you can also mail in a photocopy of the original diploma or a transcript showing graduation, certified by a notary. In rare cases, when you do not have access to your original documents, again, please email your admissions advisor, who will be happy to assist on a case-by-case basis. So this is what you see after clicking on the Foundations Evaluation app. And here you can choose to upload your documents directly. This is obviously the faster method of choice, but it's up to you if you want to mail in your documents as well. Okay, I'm going to pass it on to Henry to discuss our grants and scholarships.
We at University of the People want to make it as flexible as possible for our students to comfortably study with us. That is why we do not ask for any assessment fees in advance, and each fee is only paid towards the end of that course completion. We do offer many ways to pay, such as a couple are PayPal, Western Union, cashier's checks. We'll get into that a little bit more in a moment here. So as we mentioned, fees, what's that about? First, when you apply, there will be a non-refundable $60 fee, as Shira touched on previously. We do offer grants for that, so if you feel as though you're not able to pay that, feel free to reach out in regards to that. We'll get into how to do that here in a moment as well. We also have exam processing fees, as we just mentioned. For undergraduate degrees, that is $100 per course. For graduate degrees, it is $200 per course. We do offer scholarships to help our students cover those fees, which we will also touch on in the coming slides. Payments may be made through Western Union, either agent location, the Quick Pay, or Western Union wire transfer global pay, PayPal, cashier's checks, and payment via MoneyGram or PayPal payments can be made with your personal PayPal account or any major credit card or debit card like Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. If you have any other questions about the payments, definitely feel free to reach out to us at payments@uopeople.edu. Next, we will go ahead and jump into how to apply for that grant to cover your $60 application fee. Once you have submitted your application online, when it asks you to pay, just make sure to say that you'll do so at a later date in order to submit it before paying. Once you have officially submitted the application, you will be assigned your admissions advisor, and you will want to email them directly in regards to applying for the grant to cover that application fee. Then you'll be able to communicate directly with them in regards to receiving that. As you see here, your admissions advisor is so-and-so and can be reached at their email here. So you'll just want to reach out to the individual you're assigned and their email. Next, we'll go ahead and jump into applying for a scholarship. This will essentially help you cover the exam processing fees. We currently have 9 scholarship funds available for our students, and if you do not have the funding available to afford your assessment fees, then you'll want to click on the Apply for Scholarship button on the self-service online portal that you can see here. You will then be directed to submit your scholarship request, and our financial aid department will reach out to you with its decision. UO People will always remain dedicated to its mission of opening access to higher education across the world, and we will continue striving to ensure that no qualified student will be denied studying with us due to financial constraints. Last week, we hosted a webinar about financial aid, a little bit about the funds themselves, as well as a bit more details on applying, which you can find on our YouTube page to watch at your convenience. We also have introduced our new Pay It Forward campaign, which our students have happily become a part of, where they pledge to give back to the scholarship funds upon their own graduation to help continue funding higher education of future students. So that is something we're very excited about.
Okay, so once you've applied for a scholarship or you confirm that you can pay your assessment fees on your own, the last and final step to saving your spot is signing your online enrollment agreement. This is also found on the online portal, either once you receive a scholarship decision from financial aid or if you choose pay on your own. Once you've signed your online enrollment agreement, that is it. Student Services will reach out to you with further steps required to begin your foundation courses. These foundation courses allow our students to get acquainted with studying online and the unique learning methods we use. So to sum up this presentation, we wanted to leave you here with a visual summary. In order to be considered to be accepted, one must first submit the online application, wait for your application to be reviewed. This is the time now. You have 7 days to submit your transfer credit or English appeal if required. Again, these two do not apply to everyone. The next step is to pay your application processing fee. And then all you have to do is either confirm the payment to pay on your own or apply for a scholarship. And the last step is to confirm your enrollment by signing the online enrollment agreement. Once you do that, you will be able to begin studying with us. As I said, we do not require any documents before you can begin studying foundations. You can submit those later on, and all the deadlines are available on our website. So that wraps up our webinar on how to apply. We will now pass it on to you and answer any questions you have submitted throughout this presentation today.
So I do see we have a couple questions submitted here.
Okay. I don't have a high school degree. Can I still be assigned in? So as we said, yes, we do offer something called the Ability to Benefit Test. We do have information about it on our website. So as I said, if you cannot provide proof of high school completion, feel free to apply and email your admission advisor, who will guide you through and show you how to apply and take this Ability to Benefit Test. Now, this only applies to our undergraduate applicants. Unfortunately, we do require a bachelor's completion for our graduate programs. So that goes to the next question. After completing the bachelor degree from U of People, can I take an MS from any USA university? So while we are accredited by the DEAC, we strongly suggest that you contact whichever university you want to study with afterwards and ask them directly on a case-by-case basis.
We have a question here. What's the easiest way to get a scholarship? Again, once you've been accepted, you'll see the option to apply right there in your student portal. It'll be the first page that comes up. So once you've applied, if you want to apply for the scholarship, that would really be just the easiest way. Just sign in and it will be right there on the screen.
We got a question. What if I didn't pass my bachelor's? Do I need to be accepted to this? Do I still need to be?
Will I still
be accepted to this university? So as I said, for our undergraduate degrees, we do offer the Ability to Benefit Test that you can take in lieu of high school completion if you do not have the documents to support that. But for our graduate degrees, for our MEd or our MBA, we do require bachelor's completion. Okay, someone asked, when I applied, there was no icon to submit my degree or a personal statement. Will it be asked for later? Great question. And to answer that, once you receive a letter of admittance, once you're accepted to University of the People, then you will be able to see the Foundation's Evaluation app on your portal. Before you receive the admittance letter, you will not be able to see it. So once you are admitted, you will be able to submit your documents online as an applicant, or you can also submit them as a Foundation student as well.
We have a question here from Fung. It seems as though, when do I need to send in the high school degree? So during the application process, when you're being admitted, there will be a portion for you to upload the required documents, which your high school diploma or degree from any most recent area of education would be required to be uploaded if you have that available, if that would be relevant to you.
And the deadlines are offered on our website under the academic and admissions calendar. I already paid my $60. Can I still apply for a refund? So please, for any personal questions, feel free to email your admissions advisor. It is a non-refundable application fee, but if there is a specific reason, we will review it on a case-by-case basis, so feel free to reach out to your admissions advisor. Okay, I have a question. I got a grant for my application fee. Am I now accepted? It is written that your application is processed. So you will hear from us with an admittance letter. If you have not received your admittance letter yet in your email, then you have not been accepted yet. And as we said, being accepted is not enough. We need you to sign your enrollment agreement. That's the only way to save your spot for the upcoming term.
There's a question here if University of the People will be providing a Master's of Science in Computer Science, a master's degree. Although we are always looking to expand our degree programs, there's nothing that we can really tell you currently about a master's for computer science.
Okay, we have a question from Miguel. Also for the MBA, does my BA need to be in any related subject, or just a BA in any subject will be sufficient? So to answer that, yes, any BA from an accredited university will be sufficient for our MBA application. You also do need to submit, as I discussed earlier, a resume with 2 years of relevant work experience, as well as a recommendation letter.
We do have some questions here in regards to finding employment in the United States and abroad after studying. Now, although we are accredited in the United States through the DEAC, we're not really able to guarantee anyone a specific type of job they're looking for or anything like that, although we do have career services to help you get prepared for interviews, help you make your resume. And we have a huge network of students all across the world that we try to connect you with so you can network and find some areas that you might be interested in. However, again, we're not really able to guarantee you work in any one place or another based off your studying with us.
Okay, we have a question. Do I have to send all required documents immediately when I apply? And the answer is no. You can begin your studies, your foundation studies, without submitting any documents. And it's during your foundation studies that's when the deadline is to submit your supporting documents. Okay, we have a question. Do I have to prove that I don't have any opportunity to pay for exams to get a scholarship? Sticking to our mission of opening the gates of education for everyone, we really try to give scholarships to everyone we can. We do only offer scholarships to those who have not already studied a degree.
We have someone here asking about any study abroad programs. Now, with our university being 100% online, the great thing is you're able to study from anywhere. So if you want to spend some time somewhere outside of your normal place of residence, you may certainly take your studies with you. We don't have any specific programs ourselves. However, we try to offer studies that are flexible that conform to your lifestyle. So don't let don't think that our classes should prevent you from going abroad or doing any traveling while studying. Our main goal is that you succeed with your education.
How do I prove that I am a university graduate? I have a diploma, but it's in Russian. Okay, great question. As I said, we do require all documents to be sent in English. So you should get this, your bachelor's document evaluated by by a member of the NACES, and you can find more information about that on our website. I applied for English composition and was declined. What happens now? Okay, if you are declined for if your English appeal is declined, then you have nothing to worry about. We will automatically register you for our English Composition 1 course, which is an introductory English course, which you have to pass in order to begin your studies with us. This really prepares you to study in English, as our entire degree is fully in English.
If there was a specific issue with the class that you were informed about, I would recommend reaching out to your academic advisor directly, since we don't necessarily have access to those details currently during the webinar. So there's a question here, what kind of classes do we expect? Is it streaming or recorded? All of our classes are actually not through video or audio. It's all text-based, so it doesn't matter what type of internet connection you have. At the beginning of every learning week, we'll make all of the required materials available for you, the readings as well as the assignments, which you'll be able to go through and work at your own pace until the due date for those for that week.
Okay, we got a question. I live in Morocco, and this year I will have my bachelor's degree in English literature. Am I still required to have the English test? Okay, so according to our accreditation guidelines, based on your education country, there are some countries that you will be automatically registered for our Foundations program, and there are other countries that you will be automatically registered for our Foundations English program. If you're registered for English Foundations and you did study in English, you can appeal your English once we've reviewed your application. You have 7 days to do so. And if you include a letter from your school saying that the language of instruction was in English, or if you have over 30 semester credits of English, you will be able to appeal your English, and we will change your program accordingly to regular Foundations, and you'll be exempt from taking the English Composition 1 course. We have a question, do we need TOEFL or SAT? The answer is no. You can submit your TOEFL scores in order to be exempt from our English Composition 1 course, but as I said, if you don't have any way of appealing your English, it's okay. You'll just start with our English Composition 1 course. It's a great course, and it really prepares you to study our fantastic degree in English.
We are getting more questions just about whether the UO People degree will be accepted to help you find a job or continue pursuing education elsewhere around the world. What I would recommend is that if you're planning to continue a PhD or a master's or a different degree locally, and you want to use the University of the People degree to back up your education, go speak to whoever you're interested in attending first and ask whether they'll accept a DEAC accredited degree. If they do, then you'll have no problem and you should be able to continue. But again, every school has its own requirements and stipulations for what they look for from previous education.
We have a question from Abdallah. If I am accepted to English Composition 1, does it mean that I'm accepted to UO People? So if you received an email from us saying, congratulations, you've been admitted, you've been accepted, that is your acceptance letter. And yes, you have been accepted to UO People into either, like you said, to begin your studies with English Composition 1 course, or if you've studied in an English-speaking country, it will be to begin your regular foundations courses. And as I said, it's very important. Just because you're accepted does not guarantee does not save your spot. In order to save your spot, you must, as we said, there are 2 steps. 1, confirm your payment terms, either applying to pay on your own or applying for a scholarship. And the next step is to sign your enrollment agreement. Again, without signing your enrollment agreement, you will not be able to study in the upcoming term. Where can I check the information? Is my university relevant for programs of transferring credits? So as I said, the great thing about our transfer credit policy is that you can submit your transfer credit request at absolutely no cost to you. We will evaluate your credits. We will tell you exactly how many credits transfer and are accepted by UO People, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to transfer them over at a really, really low rate of $17 assessment fee per course. So this is a great, great way of you to, if you have credits to transfer, it's a very, very low cost, and it avoids also having to take another course, which is usually, we charge a $100 assessment fee per course for our undergraduate programs and a $200 assessment fee for our graduate programs. What should I do if I fail an exam? If you're taking our English Composition 1 course in Foundations, you actually have 2 chances to pass this course. So if you fail once, don't worry. We do give our applicants a second chance to pass this course and continue on in their foundation studies. Okay, we hope we've answered all your questions so far. Again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to email admissions@uopeople.edu, and one of our admissions advisors will be happy to assist you.
If you have questions not quite relating to admissions, but anything else, you can email us at outreach@uopeople.edu as well, and we'll try to get back to you as quick as possible. We will also be saving your list of questions to try to get back to you one by one individually so that you're not left hanging, essentially.
So we hope we've answered all your questions on how to apply to UO People. We hope to see you in our next term.
Thank you. Feel free to join us next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our next webinar special. Thank you again for joining us.